right, so I asked y'all to take a poll or be involved in this voting poll right here, and asked y'all which Dragon Ball series do you want to be the theme of the 8th anniversary the most, and then comment details of your vote. I said I would make a video over the most voted theme, and Super came in at 42% as the most voted theme out of 662 votes. So I appreciate y'all for participating in this. So let's go ahead and move on. But before we get into what I would like to see from a Super or a Dragon Ball Super themed 8th anniversary, let's go ahead and take a look at the previous anniversaries, and keep in mind that in the producer's video or producer's letter, one of the Japan's producer's video, I can't remember if it was one or the other, but the point is they did say that the headlining units are units that have never headlined an anniversary. So let's go ahead and take a look at these previous anniversaries. For the first anniversary, and the only anniversary to headline a unit that is a super unit and a unit that is an extreme unit, is Super Gogeta right here, and then this Ent Janemba right here. And then starting with the second anniversary, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta headlined. And then the third anniversary, LRs headlined with the Ent Super Vegito and the physical Super Gogeta. And then the LR Super Saiyan 4s headlined for the 4th anniversary. And then for the 5th anniversary, the base transforming blue Vegito and base transforming blue Gogeta. And then the 6th anniversary, Goku and Vegeta again. And the 7th anniversary, Goku Vegeta. So it's always been fusions or Goku and Vegeta. So it's hard to tell what actually is going to be coming for the 8th anniversary, because as much as I want to go over what I want in this video, I'm also keeping in mind what the producers have said, that there are going to be completely different units headlining the 8th anniversary that have never headlined before. So we're going to keep that in mind as we go through this video. Now, moving on to the theme that y'all voted for the most, which is Super. We did just receive a new superheroes category with the release of Fraudhan, Beastless Gohan, whatever you want to call them, Ultimate Gohan, and the Power Awakening Piccolo that transforms into a giant form orange Piccolo. Now, what I would like to see, going along with what the producers said, I would like them to go back to the roots of the first anniversary. I think it's a perfect time where you have one Dokkan festival. Well, actually, you know what? There are other factors involved. There's Carnival LR banners. And I think that's something very, very important to consider here. Because with the worldwide download celebration, this past year, they introduced what are called legendary summon carnival banners. And what we got, the format of the celebration was this: Goku showed up in the first part as the legendary summon carnival LR, with a full 200% leader skill with one category, leading one category. And then we got, not him, this guy. These two banners were beside each other. They released at the same time in part 1 of the worldwide download celebration. So we got, one legendary summon carnival banner and then one Dokkan Festival LR banner with this STR LR cooler that released, Final Form cooler. And then in the second part, we got another legendary summon carnival banner, but they flipped the scenarios here and made the legendary summon carnival banner about Cooler, which would be the extreme character. So Metal Cooler right here, physical LR Metal Cooler. And then the Dokkan Festival LR banner was with this AGL Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Cooler movie, or the Return of Cooler movie. This is something to consider when we're talking about the 8th anniversary, because with the introduction of this banner format in a celebration of this caliber, we know that the anniversaries and the worldwide download celebrations, the amount of content and the amount of banners that you can summon on are of a similar caliber when you compare the celebrations. One might be a little better than the other, but generally speaking, these two celebrations are almost on par with each other when it comes to the amount of content and the amount of characters, new characters that they release, and the type of banners that they use for these big celebrations like this and the anniversaries. With this new superheroes category being introduced into the game, if the 8th anniversary happens to be Dragon Ball Super themed, Could they, I have one question for you guys. Could they introduce the new super bosses category, and what units would be on the super bosses category? So if we pull up the wiki here, there's actually a few units that come to mind. We've got Jiren here, we've got Kefla here, we've got a couple of Keflas here, and we also have Toppo. Who else would be considered a super boss? Hit is actually like one of the only extreme characters that would be a super boss. All these other super bosses are actually super type characters, which is, it'd be kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see how they, you know, go with this. But Hit definitely is a worthy super boss category units. So we've got Jiren, we've got Kefla here, we've got Toppo, we've got Hit. Who else would be on super bosses? I mean, technically Frieza, obviously Frieza, because he's in super. I mean, would this Frieza would not, I don't think this Frieza would be on super bosses, because if you take a look at him, he's actually not even on Terrifying Conquerors, because at this time this is the TOP Frieza. He's on the Universe 7 team, so I don't think they would put super bosses on him. We could possibly see a new Frost card, maybe. That would be kind of crazy, but Frost is definitely up in the air for that. Full power Frost would actually be pretty cool, depending on how they make that card. I mean, who else would be actually on super bosses? Goku Black, what am I thinking? One of the most notable villains in Dragon Ball Super. And if we were to get, you know, a Goku Black headlining one of the banners in the 8th anniversary, maybe we could actually get a good transforming Goku Black finally, and then maybe he could get his EZA during the 8th anniversary. Maybe. Of course, Zamasu would be on super bosses as well. What Zamasu cards? I mean, this Zamasu, we also have this Zamasu who could, you know, possibly get his EZA during the 8th anniversary. So yeah, Zamasu would represent some of the super boss category units. Beerus for sure. I mean, this Beerus and Whis right here. You know, there are a lot of possibilities for EZAs if it is Dragon Ball Super themed. There are a lot of possibilities for the Carnival LRs, the Dokkan Festival LR banners, and who headlines those banners. There's quite a bit to go off of here, to be honest with you, especially since the producers said that, you know, it's going to be completely brand new units headlining the celebration. But if we take a look, you know, again at this, I mean, we have base form Vegito. If we're going to get real technical with what they said about the headline units, technically an LR Vegito Blue has never headlined an anniversary. The Blue Boys have never headlined an anniversary. What they mean by that, it could mean so many different things if we're gonna get real technical with it. I have a feeling that what they meant by it was no Gokus, no Vegetas, no Fusions. I have a feeling. But then again, Fusions, Gokus, Vegetas, they sell really, really well. So from a developer standpoint and from a practical standpoint, I don't see them doing an anniversary that doesn't involve Goku and Vegeta and the Fusions somehow. But then again, we're talking about what I would like to see, not necessarily what is actually going to happen. I mean, is Hit actually, you know, anniversary worthy? Do y'all think Hit is actually anniversary worthy? Do you think a God of Destruction mode Toppo, do you think he's hype enough for an anniversary? Do you think a Kefla would be hype enough for an anniversary? Jiren, I think, is a very notable character and is definitely hype enough for headlining one of the banners in an anniversary. I definitely think that's a very good possibility. I think it's he's definitely worthy of it. Here's the thing. If I were to take a guess right now and put my feelings out there about what we could receive for the anniversary and what I would like to see, I would like to see a standalone Beast Gohan and create a Cell Max card and him headlining one of the banners and introducing the Super Bosses category. So a standalone Beast Gohan and then a Cell Max, because to be honest with you, there's absolutely no reason that he's not a card in the game yet, especially since Orange Piccolo or Power Awakening Piccolo and LR Ultimate Gohan from the superhero movie have been released. I don't see why he's not a card yet. And especially with the fact that Orange Piccolo is a giant transformation. You know, they could definitely incorporate a big giant Cell Max into the game as a playable card. So if we take a look at last year's anniversary, year 7, it was basically a Goku and Vegeta themed anniversary. So we got the, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta duo unit that fused into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We got the LR God Boys that transformed into the LR Blue Boys, and then has an active skill where they use Blue Gogeta as the active skill. And then in part 2, we got the top legendary summon banner with the Kaioken Goku and the Great Ape Vegeta. It was basically a Goku and Vegeta themed anniversary, and the free-to-play units were all about Goku and Vegeta, and then their families. I mean, we got the LR trio with Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, which has to do with, you know, the legacy of Goku and Vegeta, because that's their kin, their children. So what if, and I would actually love to see this, what if this anniversary was a Gohan and Cell centric anniversary? I have this Gohan pulled up because obviously him and this Cell right here just got their EZAs announced. What if we got a Carnival LR standalone Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, doesn't transform or anything? That way they can link up together. You know, this Super Saiyan Gohan right here can link up together with the new Carnival LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and this would be part 1 of the celebration. I would love to see this. I'm all for it. And then what if we got a Dokkan Fest LR Perfect Cell, standalone Perfect Cell to link up with this Cell Perfect form? So that would be part 1 of the 8th anniversary. And then part 2, we would get an LR standalone Beast Gohan Dokkan Fest, and then a LR Carnival Cell Max. This is what, honestly, I would love to see. This is not something I think is actually going to happen, but I would absolutely be all for it. So in summary, with the 8th anniversary, I would like them to introduce a Carnival LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, a new Dokkan Fest LR Perfect Cell, not Cell Perfect Form, so that's 2 different names, so they'd be able to link up together, a standalone LR Dokkan Fest Beast Gohan, and then a Carnival LR Cell Max in part 2. So those would be the part 2 units. And then I would love for Cell Max to introduce the Super Bosses category into the game. I know I called an audible in the middle of this video and basically diverted away from the 8th anniversary being necessarily quote unquote super themed, but made it more about a Gohan and Cell centric 8th anniversary theme. But there is still superhero elements to this, so I do apologize for not sticking strictly to the votes and the fact that y'all voted for supers. But when I started to, you know, unravel this stuff and started to think about it, I would love to see this kind of celebration. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below about all of this. I know it was a little longer video, but I would love to hear from you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're new to the channel and enjoying the content, you know, consider hitting that red subscribe button and liking the video. It is much appreciated. I appreciate you for being here, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.